put the slides up.
Share Conference presents Dr. Ian Brown, Internet Surveillance, Past, Present and Future.
Do we have my slides? Yes. Perfect, thank you. Hello, thank you for inviting me today to your great conference. I'm going to try and quickly get through details of what is not the only internet surveillance operation in the world, but I think is, where have my slides gone? That's not a good start. There we go. I think the most interesting internet surveillance operation, certainly the most comprehensive and the most sophisticated technology, so I hope you'll find that interesting. So I'll tell you a bit about that. That's what's called the UK-USA or UKUSA alliance, based on cooperation between the UK and the United States in the Second World War, where signals intelligence, communications eavesdropping played a very big part in the Allies winning the Second World War. As you can see up there, a number of other countries have since become associated with this operation. Canada, Australia and New Zealand. So with the UK and USA, they're the 5 main members of this alliance, but it also cooperates extensively with other countries, as you can see there. Even some you might not expect on specific things like China. What is that alliance doing? A whole range of fascinating technology to pick up the signals that's carrying voice and, increasingly obviously, internet data these days. So this is a big satellite downlink station in the southwest of England, run by GCHQ, which is the UK's government eavesdropping agency, sitting next to one of the main transatlantic satellite downlinks to England. So of course it's picking up the same signals. There are dishes like this around the world being run by the UK-USA Alliance's intelligence agencies. There was a European Parliament report on all of this in the late 90s when the EU became interested in, well, what is the US, as they saw things, doing, snooping on European citizens and businesses in this way. One of the elements of this surveillance program that report talks about, that you might have heard about, was one of its code names was Echelon. This is a system of what are called dictionary computers that are in place within this global intelligence network, where the members of the UKUSA alliance can target types of communications, keywords they're looking for, to try to filter out the great stream of data that's coming out of some of these eavesdropping systems. It's not just the UK-USA alliance doing this. France and Germany have their own alliance doing this, which has been dubbed Frenchelon after Echelon. But actually, it's even this kind of eavesdropping is now possible for multinational companies to do. And of course, multinational companies do engage in economic espionage, trying to work out what their competitors are doing, win contracts and so on. And at the same time, certainly it's been documented in the US, and I have no doubt it happens elsewhere, the US government will pass on items of very significant economic interest to major US companies. They see that as a part of the economic security of the United States. And you can see there James Woolsey, who was director of the CIA while President Clinton's administration was in charge. I think he was talking to a congressional committee here. They steal secrets with traditional spying, with spies, with human intelligence, with communications like this, with reconnaissance satellites as well. So some more of those satellites. This is a base in the north of England. It's called RAF Menwith Hill, the Royal Air Force, the British Air Force, but actually it's a US base run by the US National Security Agency, the big US Signals Intelligence Agency. You can see all these strange-looking domes there. What that's doing is those contain satellite dishes, like on the previous slide, but by surrounding them in that material, you can conceal which satellites they are tracking and monitoring, which signals they're listening to. So that's why it has such a strange appearance. You can see there's a public road goes right by and people walking by. More traditional signals gathering. So this is a high-frequency radio aerial. You can actually pick up some kinds of radio waves a very long way away from where they